Have you heard? I don't know if you've heard it because you're kind of like off the internet, but I feel like you probably heard it. Boy math, girl math.
Yeah.
Hispanic mom math.
I have black math.
With me?
With you?
Oh, great.
She's an adopted black member. Does the Hispanic.
No ounce of melanin is on your skin.
No, I deflected. I'm sorry.
I'm back here. I'm minding my business.
I didn't even do the intro. I'm feeling it, sis. It's like right here on my forehead.
All right.
Party.
No intro, just going in.
Yeah, no, we're going to do an intro.
Oh.
Okay. ¿Qué lo que hay, mi gente? Welcome back to Two Drinks and a Ting. I'm your Ting, Nathalia.
I'm Sam, Samantha, whichever you want to go by.
And this is my friend. So remember back a day when I had Natalie's bitch ass up here? She's also in the room. So if you hear her munching, it's her.
Hi.
Anyways, and this is her.
Hello.
For those of you who don't know Sam, we met back in high school. She was a friend of a friend, but we're no longer friends with that friend. So she stuck around. She was your friend, but she wasn't my friend. You were Brianna's bitch ass friend. We're going to cut that out. But you were her friend.
But it's okay. Without that friend, I wouldn't know y'all. So it worked out.
You knew me anyway.
I mean, yeah.
This was the Sam that would be with Natalie for Mr. App's class, and they would skip and leave me in my fucking classroom. It's these two hoes.
We would walk by the window and just wave at her.
This is said Sam. And she's agreed to come on for spooky season. Let's say happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy Samantha. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to go out there. We're going to go happy birthday. I didn't know you were going to dedicate to her. But anyways, it's Sam's birthday. She is a Libra.
Yes.
I don't know what a Libra is, but...
Me neither.
Today is spooky season. We're going to be talking about our traumas of Halloween. That could be paranormal. I feel like the people you chilled with back in the day, you have a bunch of ding-dong ditch experiences. They gravitate towards that, your people. And I say that as your people because her people were different from my people. They were like skater and like they did the devil's lettuce. So am I leaning towards right or wrong?
You're on the right road.
But what is a ting without her two drinks? Look at this cute cup. Natalie was the one. Shout out Natalie, friend to the pod.
Natalie.
She was the one who told us to get this glass skull mug or cups with a straw. For the audio listeners, you can get it at Walmart. I don't know how much it was, but it is like iridescent. It's cute. And we are drinking the Witch's Brew. It is Hawaiian Punch, red color, because we had someone who didn't want green. It has Sprite, tequila, and what is it? Vodka. Girl, I've had 2 shots, please. I had 2 shots of Puerto Rican moonshine, okay? Shout out to Natalie. Again, she's the culprit. And it's delicious.
It sure is. Thank you for making it.
You forgot about the worms.
Oh, yeah, and there's sour worms in this bitch.
Oh, yes, there are. Cheers.
Delicioso. I was skirmishing on the internet, and I saw this thing called black math. I didn't know at the time, but it made sense. And I have a thread for you, okay? First one, black math. Around the corner is 10 minutes away. Almost there, 30 minutes away. I'm on my way, still at home. That's Natalie. When Natalie says, here, I give her 10 minutes. I don't believe that bitch is out here. And I have to specify, here, or here. And usually it's here, a.k.a. 10 minutes away. So that's Dominican math for you, bitch. Do you have any experiences with that?
So when I told you I left this morning, I left like 15 minutes later.
So it happens to everyone.
On the way for me means brushing my teeth, still gotta brush my hair, have half my clothes on, but my car is probably started.
But me, I'm outside and I'm like, bitch, where the fuck are you at?
She's the person, when we say we're here, she'll send us a picture and with the empty driveway and be like, where?
Yeah.
She literally did that to me the other day.
Yeah. I was like, my camera says otherwise. Where are you? What she meant was she's in the neighborhood. Next. Black math is going food shopping, then ordering takeout. Like we already break our damn pocket buying a loaf of bread. Me yesterday, I definitely got Burger King after I spent $80 on fucking groceries.
I mean, after all the time you spend in the store, you don't want to spend more time making stuff. So it's like, I can make something tomorrow.
I'm not cooking.
But on the way home, pick something up.
For facts. Like, I'm not cooking it. It's going to be a hassle for me. Mind you, story time. Yesterday, I was pulling up to my house and I saw a frog in front of my garage. And if you know me, if you've been with the channel, I hate frogs. I panicked. Because I was like, oh my God, he's going to enter into my garage. What the fuck am I going to do? I closed that bitch and I hope I sliced his neck. I didn't. I got out of my car, parked my car in my driveway, got out, looked for him, couldn't find him. Guess where that bitch was at?
Front door.
No. He was under the trash can behind the wheel. Girl, I opened that shit so quick and I drove in my car, skirt, closed that bitch down. I still have water in the back of the trunk. Buying your kids a size 4 instead of a 3 because they'll grow into it.
Kids be growing fast. Like, I don't have any right now, but I understand.
I used to do that. And I don't know if this is black math, but math, my mom made me run around the Payless to make sure that I didn't touch my toe because she's not coming back to buy me new shoes.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch is going to last you the full school year.
My mom had to feel the toe. Like, I would tell her, oh, no, it's good. No.
Lift your toe up. And if it's right there, get a bigger size.
Yep.
Ma, I'm already slipping. Put some socks in.
Double sock. Yep.
We all get it. Adding 30 seconds on the microwave instead of setting the timer.
If you have a button for it, which I do, why am I going to press 3 extra buttons?
I don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But what I do to not hear the sound, I stop that bitch a minute early.
You know there's a way to, well, I think there's a way to mute the sound.
Really?
I've seen a video for that, but I haven't tried it myself.
I haven't tried it. Isn't it like holding one number
No, you
down?
gotta put like a code.
Yeah.
Every number means something. Girl, that's what
Bitch, send the TikTok. Black math. As soon as you get hired, calculating the first paycheck.
No, but seriously.
Me. Every single time before payday, Wednesday, the pay stubs are out. I'm budgeting my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making sure I got enough money for groceries. My bills are covered. What I'm playing with for the rest of the 2 weeks.
You get paid every 2 weeks. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's horrible.
It's bad enough for 1 week.
I love weekly pay. I feel rich all the fucking time.
I'm not the best budgeter for 2 weeks.
Literally, I'm rocking $80 right now, and I just got paid yesterday.
For 2 weeks? Good thing you work from home.
These jobs are bullshit, man. They're fucking bullshit. Oh my gosh. I don't really relate to this one, but it's when the pastor says, I'm going to let y'all go on what minute. That means 2 more hours.
Yes, man. Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
I have yet to meet a pastor that says that, and it's after about to be the end of it.
That happened at a funeral. It was like, let you go in a minute and then we'll just give some speeches, and the speeches, his speech and then their speeches.
I feel like a
like
funeral
another
is
hour.
different though, because you got like emotions in it, or someone's crying, you're like,
But after you've already been there for like 2 hours,
nah, man, I'm gone.
it sucks. Like, I'm sorry.
You've never been to a funeral?
I'm happy for you because it sucks.
I went to a funeral, and I kid you not, I saw him breathing. Yeah, I thought I saw him breathing. I swear to God.
Wow.
Yeah. And he didn't look like him. He looked, because they took his eyes out, because that's what they do. They take your eyes out to take your organs out. And then they stitch your mouth together. He didn't look like himself. He looked like he was wearing makeup. It was quite sad. I wish I didn't see him because that's what I remember him.
Yeah, open casket is a little different.
Traumatizing.
Yes.
So when I die, Natalie gets Dumbledore. You can sell my car to help with his medical bills. You're welcome. You're welcome.
If he has any medical bills, just take him down.
I will take him.
Yeah, let her take him.
I'll take him to the mountains and he'll be all right. Not like leave him there, but like we'll go hiking.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know now. He throws up after an hour in the car. He's motion sickness. So like you know that now. If you do take
Okay,
him.
that's fine. I'll put him on a backpack. He's small enough.
Okay.
Smokey could never.
Okay.
He would
Poor
run off after a
baby.
leaf fell. I love him. It's my
A
dog.
leaf?
If it fell on him, he would take off running.
No, the same though. I don't know what. A squirrel. No.
Never. I remember when I was a kid, my dad didn't have a car. So, background story, my dad failed his driver's test 3 times. Daughter like father, because I did too. No judgments. One day, thankfully, his apartment complex was near like a Bravo's. So, he went there to get his Heineken. Because, you know, it's Friday. He's about to get lit.
Mhm.
He about to go have my mom send for us because he can't have a car, you know? So he's walking into his neighborhood and he hears some ruffling. He don't think anything of it. But he does feel a squirrel fall on him. He dropped his Heineken. He ran. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but then he realized he just bought Heineken. That's his favorite drink here. He ran back and got it and fucking like left.
I like squirrels, they're cute and all, but if it fell on me, I would run too.
Bitch. Back to the thread. Black mom sees 3 dishes in the sink. All these damn dishes.
It's 3 too many.
This is me. Calculating the miles you got left after the light comes on.
It's one of the first things I found out in my new car. Lights on, how many can we get?
Does it go, like, does yours go off? Like it doesn't show you the number no more?
No, it tells me now, but still I was like, I wonder if that's accurate.
Gotten to the point where it stopped showing you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you the type of person, if it's like less than a quarter on any gas?
No, I will ride that shit till it says 1 mile. Then I'm like, where's the nearest gas station? No, I won't. But
Give it like 10 miles at least.
when I first drove it, I was like, I just want to see. Because it'll tell you, like, a full tank is like 350.
Literally, if I'm coming back from like Orlando, I'll have my GPS on and then I'll see how much the miles is. And then if that mileage goes gone, at least I have my thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm still good. I'll hit it before I go home. Sometimes I forget. What?
You know that your mileage that isn't actually how many miles is left, because if you skirt really quickly, it's gonna go down quicker.
That's future Nathalia's issue. I got roadside. That's the least I could do. I can get myself some roadside. I ain't got AAA, but I got roadside, bitch. Will they come on the turnpike? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, I got a couple of girl maths and boy maths. So we gonna keep this bitch rolling because we're all relating. This I can't relate to. Girl math is going on vacation with 8 friends and coming back with 3.
Never happened, but that's why I wouldn't go on vacation.
Yeah, I get it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Couldn't be fucking me. I only went on vacation. I went on vacation with this one over here. This one is Natalie. Wasn't my friends, but 5 went, 3 friends came back. I ain't gonna say who, but she my friend still.
I've never traveled with friends like that, but I do understand. Like, yeah,
I
like
can see it.
traveling is different than just hanging out every now and then.
Which is weird. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to a new destination, I got activities planned. I don't give a fuck about hearing you being tired. You can sleep when you get back home. Especially Europe. I don't know if you want to come, but me and Natalie, we over here talking about going to Europe.
When?
I don't know when, but it's a plan.
I'll go.
I was thinking we can go to England and take a picture in front of in front of the Buckingham Palace. Take a picture in front of a grenadier.
20 years later.
It's great to be a grenadier.
We gotta bring a Snickers.
Hold on, Sam. It hasn't been 20 years.
I'm saying by the time we go.
Oh,
The baby will be 10. Let's just say that. But we're all graduates of grenadiers.
Oh man, that'd be kind of fun.
That'd be cute.
I gotta get my passport.
That'd be cute.
Sam.
Never been out the country, never needed to.
Oh, you should probably have one.
Yeah, I know.
Girl, invest 200. We need to go places.
Oh, I'm saying if there's an emergency, you need to bump the out of America.
That too.
You need to go.
True.
Canada. Girl math is putting 2 and 2 together and getting 6 because they found out more than they expected.
It'd be like that sometimes. When you go looking for something you think you're gonna find, you find more than you thought was available. You mad you even started looking.
That legit happened to me in high school. Bro, I was talking to this one guy. His name was Sandal. Sandal, but sandal. Space it, bitch. I was talking to him. Okay, we're chit-chatting, and I'm trying to meet up with the cat, right? And he's constantly saying, like, no. I'm saying, like, oh, let's meet up in the mall. Public places. Because I'm not trying to get murdered or, like, assaulted, you know? So I'm like, oh, let's meet up at the mall. Let's go to the park. Let's do this and this and this. And he kept on being like, no, come to my neighborhood and we'll be cool. Let's just say my friend's father was like, he running games. He was like, he running games. He got a girlfriend and he keeping you secret. That's why he ain't trying to take you to the mall or any of these places. You need to cut him off. And I'm thinking in my head, like, no, he seems very, like, truthful. Why?
Was he right?
Was he right? And also, why? This is when MySpace was on, okay? I see on his
Wow.
MySpace a photo of him, and it says his girlfriend's name's, let's say her name is Amber. On the caption, it says Amber owns. And then I looked at his top 3.
Those top friends will get you.
Amber was number 1.
Oh.
I don't know who the fuck I thought I was, but I put him on blast. I don't know who I thought I was because he didn't give a fuck about me, clearly. I was like, wow, it's cute how you say I'm your one, but you got Amber owns you. Clearly, that's not the case. I was blocked.
Dang, man.
That's funny.
Daddies are always right sometimes. Just saying.
I wouldn't know.
That went left.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, 2 + 2 does equal 6 because I found out fucking more. Have you had that experience before?
I mean, it didn't go looking. You remember? We'll call him Hector in high school.
Hector, okay. In school? Oh,
When
that was
I had a
amazing.
feeling, but I didn't know where to look, and so the looking came to me actually.
Yes, she did.
And I called him out in the lunchroom.
Yes, she did. Did you miss
Oh,
it?
you missed that whole thing. Oh
It was
my gosh. We
amazing.
walked up together and he just like was a ghost for a second.
She walked up with somebody else and he was already sitting with somebody else. This motherfucker had 3. 3.
Oh man. I had an inkling. I didn't go looking for it, but when it came to me, I was like, 2 + 2 = 6 now.
Girl math is taking time to heal, then going back to the motherfucker that hurt you. Couldn't be me.
I've been there.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's grown. She's healed, truly. Okay. Boy math is putting out every effort to get a girl, then becoming nonchalant in a relationship.
Why? I don't understand it.
That makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Irks my soul.
So dumb. Why you wasting my time for? Don't you know I'm trying to find my ginger husband? The fuck is wrong with you? I give you a chance, you brunette, and look at what you did. This is why I don't fuck around with my fucking gingers. This is why I don't listen. This is the friend that sent me on a blind date. And this is why I don't listen to what she says. This girl, I was a decoy. Let's be honest. I was a decoy. It's like, oh my God, you want to go to the movies with me and so, he has a friend for you. Okay. Rock up. Dude is in socks and slides and some gym shorts while I'm looking cute.
How old were we though?
Okay, granted, we were 18. We just
Okay.
graduated high school. But still. And then, same friend who introduced me to a 30-something-year-old motherfucker. No, not 30 years. I'm tripping. 25-year-old motherfucker while we were in high school. And he was trifling.
I'm sorry.
You know what? It's not you, Sam. It's your people. Don't let her set you up. She's misguided.
I haven't since then, so I learned my lesson.
But you know what is funny? So she works at a public area that delivers packages. Let's just say that starts with the U. I don't know. You make it up.
No names mentioned.
She's like, oh, I'm having a July 4th party at my house. I'm like, all right, say less. Let's come fucking through. She invites one of her coworkers. And he cute. He had little dreads. He minded his business. And
I forgot
let's
about
just
this.
say he wanted Spanish lessons and he wasn't asking me. I look at Sam and I'm like, Sam, is this your dude? Because Sam got a type.
Apparently, it's dreads.
It's a man with some dreads. I remember when we went with Sam, she was just like, "Oh, me and so and so are gonna go off campus. You guys want to come?" We're like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I'm in the back with him, and he's just, "I want to know some Espanol." Oh, really? I can teach you some.
I was the friend with the car.
She was.
And I didn't want to be alone, so I always had a full car.
I'm down for the fucking ride. This was also the friend that picked us up and we hotboxed and I tripped Danny down, down a bunch of stairs. Sam is that friend. Let's just fucking say.
Oh man, I wish there was like
video or something.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
It was just. If it hadn't rained, it wouldn't have worked out. Like, it wouldn't have happened the way it did. But the fact, like, his face, like, he was so happy and cheerful, and then you did that, and he fell. He just got up. It was so bad. And I was like, my bangs and my little braid.
Oh my gosh, she had the Justin Bieber cut back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Her hair was short. Her hair's long as fuck right now. It's like past her butt. Look at that bitch. Her hair back then was up to her neck and things like her shoulders.
Oh, I just cut it, yeah.
And she had like swoops, like it was the vibe.
The bangs were perfect, though. I'm not gonna lie.
They fucking were, and she had like highlights too, because she's a strawberry blonde. She's a strawberry blonde, but she had blonde highlights. She was looking real cute. I was like, "Ooh, look at my friend."
My dad would never let me dye my hair, so I only got to do highlights, and I had to accept
and
that.
she had gauges back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Man,
she was the Vans bitch. Like she rocked Vans all the fucking time.
Pretty sure I had Vans in the pictures. If you could see my feet,
you probably did. I remember she had the pink gauges in her ear and stuff like that.
Oh man, I kind of miss those. I'm not gonna lie.
She had the checker Vans. That bitch was classic.
Danny in the Converse and him slip.
Anyways, next. Boy math is lying to your girl about everything, then getting mad when she don't trust you.
That's the truth, though. Like, you could find it out later, and they'll be mad you found it out.
Like, why
are
you
mad because I'm right? I was right the entire time, and I found out I was right.
You should be mad that you're the one who fucking did it.
You mad because you caught?
But real quick, I hate when I've heard in the past, you shouldn't have been looking.
So I'm just supposed to be ignorant while you cheating?
Q told me that.
Where was he from?
He was like...
You black girl. You black
okay.
North Carolina. But he said that, and I wrote his phone.
That's the thing. They mad you went through their phone, not like mad what you.
I didn't even go through his phone. The chick texted him.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I moved over. I got eyes.
One thing you didn't know about Natalie, I ain't gonna say why. She's a detective.
Oh, 1000%.
She found the dude I was talking to because she was like, "Oh, what's his last name?" I'm like, "I don't know."
The FBI agent.
Basically, she was like, "What school he went to?" And I remember he went to Evans. Oh, I found him.
He said he didn't have Facebook.
Sure
right
enough,
here.
that's him. Sure enough, I'm pretty sure I found out on that same day he had a girlfriend. I don't hold grudges. I just don't ever forget. Certain people I hold grudges to. Gabby, fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck that you fucked this one cat, but I was mad you hurt me. Why I gotta get hurt?
That's the liquor talking.
I still can't believe I drove her ass to Point Siena and went home, drove back to pick her up, and dropped her off home.
With no gas money.
Ooh, it was like her birthday present or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but...
Sam, you so nice. I would never.
Yeah.
I would have never asked that from you because Point Siena far.
See, I had heard stories about Point Siena, but I'd never been.
She was like, "Let me see what's up about it."
She was like, she didn't know how far it was.
On the way there, it wasn't so bad. I was like, what is everyone talking about? But when I came to pick her up, it was like 5 o'clock. And I was like...
They got one street going in and one street coming out.
I was like, this is what they mean.
It's bullshit. Point Siena's ass.
Picked her up. I was like, I'm sorry, but this was just for your birthday. It's never going to happen again. Choice
Relationship.
and men were horrible.
We used too many people. I was brought to that gentleman from you. He wasn't. He was a shit motherfucker. And remember I saw him at the hospital when I got meningitis?
Now that you say that, I kind of remember.
I told her because I was like, yo, does this cat still live here? And you were like, yeah. I'm like, does he have a sister and a so-and-so? Yeah. Turns out this motherfucker was in the ER with me. I don't know what was wrong with him, but I think he had alcohol poisoning. I was in for meningitis. I was dying. And I was like, yo, he's in the bed right next to me.
next to you? I thought you meant on like the same floor.
No, he was in the bed next to me. I left.
What are the odds?
I left to go to the bathroom because my room didn't. We were in.
You
like,
didn't ask him what the fuck happened?
No, he was knocked out. He was in pain.
I would have threw a pillow and then acted asleep.
He was knocked out, like, because in the room we were at, we were in the ER. So he was next to me and I had to go to the bathroom. So I had to hobble myself to the bathroom in the ER area. And when I came back, I seen his face knocked out in the bed with the 2 stitches panic because I think he had like alcohol poisoning.
He probably did. That's like all he did.
And I was just like, I hobbled to my bed and I texted you, was like, yo, is this cat still around? And you were like, I think he got sick. I haven't heard from him in a while. Bro, he's in the bed next to me.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't tell you? Yes. The motherfucker who broke up my friendship was in the bed next to me and alcohol poisoning while I had meningitis. What a world.
Oh my god.
You know what?
I didn't say that.
I should have.
That's what she would have said.
You know what, you fucking bitch? I should have turned off the fucking like the alarm right there.
This is what you fucking get.
You stupid bitch. Close the door. The sisters would have been like, "What the fuck is this bitch?"
Probably would have fought you and your meningitis for the
Girl, and I would have been like, "Oh, she struck me. Please send her out." I'm the victim. I'm hooked up to the IV. Okay, last boy math. Boy math is getting your heart broken once in grade school, then seeking revenge on every girl you date afterwards. Facts.
Then we gotta suffer through it.
All the men I've dated. And you can't call them men. All the boys I've dated. Because your girl gave up dating at 25. I haven't looked. I haven't applied. Because, yes, I sometimes used to be on the dating apps. I'm not looking for nobody. If somebody wants to date me, you better find me at Target. You better find me at Home Depot. You better find me at where? Starbucks. Buy me a drink or something like that. You're not going to find me on a dating app. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'd rather be single and call it a day. And if I meet you at one of these locations, Aldi's, it's meant to be. But I'm not searching.
I feel like it's more of you know exactly what you want. So if someone else is not on the same page, you're not gonna waste any time whatsoever. I don't think you're like holding yourself to too high of a standard. It's like you're not for games. You know, you don't want to just play around for a couple months and move on. You are dating to marry, and so if you're not down with that, cool. It's nice to meet you, but I'm gonna keep it pushing. Like I'm gonna go on with my life.
Basically,
you don't want to go on dates every other night with someone different.
That's boring. I don't do good on small talk. Like I'm very personable. Like I can make friends anywhere. That's something Natalie hates. So I can make friends everywhere, but I don't like small talk. But if you're gonna approach me initially, you got to be on one.
I feel like you need someone that's going to stimulate your mind because you are smart. You've always been smart, and I feel like.
But you've been
no
smart.
offense,
What?
But like the people you think are attractive are not the smartest, and so like once you get to talk to them, you're like, oh, well, it's nice to meet you. We can be friends.
True, but that's also me with you. Like you're fucking smart as shit.
Thank you.
And when we do come around and we do talk about when you're in a relationship, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, why is she fucking around with this dude for? I'm just like, Sam, like to me, I would think you're smarter than me academically, streetwise. Like she's more experienced than I am in the world based on her friend groups that she has. And then I see the people you're with. I'm just like.
So realistically, I think it comes from having sort of strict parents to where like I'm fascinated by the bad guy, like the bad boy or whatever. And it's like, oh, well, my parents wouldn't like that. That's kind of hot.
Really?
And then when I actually do it myself, and later on, I'm like, that was stupid. Why didn't I listen to my parents?
Yeah.
So I feel like I feel like we're different. Like I've tried kind of everything, and you kind of just like, that's not worth my time. Why would I do that?
Yeah. I didn't think your parents were expert, but people live differently. But I always thought your mom was like very open and like, oh yeah, let's let her do what she needs to do. She needs to learn what she needs to learn. I don't know. I always got that from your family. Most likely your mom, because she was the one who was mostly around when we would do certain things. But hearing you saying like you were on a strict down, I was just like, really?
Well, I guess like
what's
perspectives were different. So
Yeah.
for me, like if I'm grounded, I'm grounded. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But like at the same time, like you said, my mom's a little bit chill.
Mhm.
So it's like she grounded me from my car thinking that would stop me from going out. I had a BMX bike that I hadn't ran in 3 years. And so I was like, I started pumping the tires up and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, you said I couldn't drive, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, riding's not driving, right? And she just kind of looked at me and was like, where are you going? And so like for me, like if I was grounded from my phone, I didn't have it till she gave it back.
Yeah.
So for me, it was strict, but I guess from different perspectives, that's just like, oh, that's normal. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. But
my mom would have been like, get your ass inside. She would have took me by my arm and she would have reined me inside.
oh my gosh, I remember we went to like Panera or something.
Wait, what time in Panera?
I don't know, but like we had just picked you up or like 20 minutes before, and her mom calls was like, I don't know if we were in Panera or the car, but she had her phone up to her ear. We could hear her mom, Nathalia, where are you? What time are you? Who are you with? What time? And we're just like,
her strict is definitely different from my strict. I would probably go out with my friends and my sister would make friends with each person on Instagram and message them. Are you with Nathalia?
oh my gosh, yes, her sister. I met her like maybe
A few
one
times.
time.
And I would get phone calls from Natalie. Are you with Sam? Like, what's going on? Your sister texted me on IG. What the fuck is going on? I'm thinking,
I've only met her once.
my phone is dead. Why are they? I spoke to them at 10 o'clock in the morning today. Mind you, it's 5. What's going on?
She needed a tracker on her to be safe, apparently.
Literally, like, so, like, when you say your mom was strict, I'm just like,
See, different perspectives definitely make a difference. I
is-
felt like my mom was strict, but I could definitely tell how your mom was a little bit more strict.
stricter,
Yeah.
like psychotic. But remember that one time you had Bobby in your bed and your mom opened up the door and was just talking to you and you were just like,
Oh my gosh. I've told her this story.
and the way your room was set up was like, how the fuck did she not see him?
So I don't know if she pretended to not see him or if she really didn't see him. But when I told her the story back, she made it.
You told her?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was like within the last year, so it wasn't like right after it happened. But it's like it's been some years. I can get it off my chest, right?
You got your own house. I'm a grown fucking adult. I can say what the fuck I want to say.
Kind of, but she still kind of pays a little bit, but that's all right. But when I told her the story, she made it seem like she had no idea that he was there. And in my head, I'm like, you turn the lights on, his feet are longer than mine, and they're black. I mean, granted, he probably had a blanket over the rest of him. I was shocked. Like, I promise you, if she didn't see him, I was worried she was gonna see my face because I probably went like pale as a ghost.
Paler.
I was fuck you. But yes, I was like, she came and was like, hey, it's time to come down for school. Okay. And she closed the door and I'm like, I'm waiting for her to like come back in.
Yeah.
And she didn't. And so I'm like,
when you said that story, I thought, oh, maybe her bed isn't viewable. But literally, when I went into her bedroom, you walk in.
That's all you see.
And all you see is her bed. She has no decorations, no nothing. Even if she was blocking a face, you would see a body.
Like, I don't know how she did see I love you, Mom. But yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That was wild. I was just, and then that, to me, you having a car when no one in our friend group had a car. And then on top of that, of like, her just always been like, you need money, and just giving you money. And then also you getting...
I wish that still happened.
This girl, every single time, she'll be like, I have a gift card. She's always getting a fucking gift card for something. So I'm just like, damn, her mom loves her. She gave her gift cards. So when she said that story, I was like, her mom is so cool. Like, she's letting people sleep over her house. Like,
oh, my dad probably would have killed Rob if she actually saw him that day.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. They would have killed Rob and made me go to school.
Have you had any Halloween experiences like paranormal, trick or treat? I don't know if you listened to my other pod, but someone trying to jump me for my candy when...
Oh man. I don't have any paranormal, thankfully.
You haven't?
I haven't, because I do believe in it, but I've never had anything happen to me personally.
No.
I'll catch up and let you know if it happens.
I just automatically assume everyone's had a paranormal event.
You say that like you have.
Oh yeah, she clearly hasn't heard the old pod. I've had like 4.
Wow, I need to catch up. I apologize.
For facts, you need to do some type of Ouija bullshit. I had 4. I had 1 at my job and 3 at my house, and 2 at my house, and then 1 in DR.
As old as my house is, I'm really surprised I haven't.
But weren't you the first? Oh, your house is old. I forgot. I was thinking about your parents' house. But go on. No paranormal activities so far.
A specific Halloween event, the only thing I can really think of is I was probably like 8, maybe 9 through like 8 to 10 maybe. How I remember it is way different than how my mom remembers it. So I'm just going to say how I remember it because that's how I've been like experiencing the memory forever. We came back from trick-or-treating. It was the first year that my parents went with us. Normally, because my aunt's family live like the next neighborhood over. All right, in Cypress Springs.
Okay.
So 2-minute walk and you're there. So we would always go with them or the cousins, and my parents would stay back and hand out candy. And it was the first year that we all went together to trick or treat. So no one was home. We just left candy on the front porch, and that was it. We come back, and if you walk through the garage door, the laundry room's right to your left. And if you walk a few more feet, the kitchen's right there, and then the dining room, and then the living room. We walk through the front door, and I walk all the way through the house. And I'm young, so I see glass on the floor, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's kind of weird.
In your house?
In the laundry room. Yeah. So I'm like, that's kind of weird, but didn't really think too much of it. And then I left for a minute, came back, and then I noticed the rock with all the glass. And so I call my parents, and they're like, oh. Back then, I didn't realize how serious it was. They just told us to, go change and go to bed. But the police came and everything. Apparently, someone broke into our house that night, took my dad's wedding ring. So the one he has is just something they've gone since then that he still wears. The camcorders that were in the cabinet, I forget what else they took. It took them a little bit to tell us what exactly happened because, like I said, they made us go to bed. So we didn't really know. But the police came and everything, made a report. They never found out who did it, never found anything that was stolen, out in the world that we could get back. It's safe to say that they never left altogether after that. Someone always stayed home on Halloween. First and only time I've been broken into, thankfully. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you.
That's my biggest fear in life. Literally, like the moment I hear something.
Living alone, you think differently. Like,
I
feel
think
targeted.
I'm always being murdered.
Yes.
Literally, if I see any activity on my cameras. Last week, I was watching my friend's dog. Her dog and my dog are crackheads together. They feed off each other. Mostly my dog feeds off of her.
Very energized.
Sketchy, At night, I would hear him growling. That's my sign to know someone's fucking in my house. Because my dog does not like anybody. So when he's active at night and nobody's in the living room, somebody's here. So I would hear him. He would growl and then do a little bark. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it.
Just laying in bed like, that's how I die.
Because I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight.
I believe that, unfortunately.
I'm just going to let it happen. I don't have time. What's the point of me exerting myself if it's just going to end,
Someone walks in with a gun or knife, just do it. They're just so confused. Take whatever you want.
So if you're going to rob me, I won't look at your face. I won't testify against you. You rob what you want to rob. Just don't kill me. But if you're going to kill me regardless, I'd rather you do it before and then rob me afterwards. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
That's just how I am. So, yes, I was perfectly fine with what was going to happen. If someone had broke in and my dog was barking at them, I was okay. I was like, okay, this is the time. Knock on wood, haven't had that situation go down.
I'm surprised you don't have a taser or a pepper spray.
I'm scared.
I've been pepper sprayed myself.
You've been pepper sprayed?
I pepper sprayed myself.
I mean, if you're going to do it to someone, you might as well make sure it works.
I'm not doing it to myself.
No, it wasn't on purpose.
Oh.
Never mind.
It wasn't even mine. I was like, oh, what's this? And it got into my eye, girl. So that's why I'm not responsible for my own.
Oops.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry you went through there, but thank God you guys weren't home when that shit was going down because
Thankfully.
That's something different. But I have Reddit. Let me find it first.
Love Reddit.
You do?
I don't go on it myself, but I love hearing people read the stories and commenting on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have a Reddit for you. And this comes from the subreddit Let's Not Meet
Oh, okay.
from 8 years ago.
Ooh, oh Lord.
And the title is The Creepy Chronicles. This is part 1. An obsessed man has been stalking me since the age of 3.
3.
3. Ew.
Oh Lord, was he a man when you were 3 too?
Are you ready?
Gotta be careful of those family and friends.
People are nasty.
Let's hear it.
A little backstory before I get to the goods. When I turned 21, an older man approached me in a bar in a very small town that I was living in on the West Coast. The town, although small, was very bubbly and had a great community of people. I chatted with a man who seemed very enthusiastic about meeting me and said things like, "I finally found you," which was really no different than a lot of the things men would often say when trying to flirt at the bar. I would later come to find out that he meant he had finally found me thanks to the quote check in feature on Facebook after trying to track my movements somewhat successfully since I had turned 18. I would also come to find out in subsequent messages that this man had been obsessed with me after first meeting me at the age of 3. Since starting college, I had moved 7 times for various reasons to different locations and towns surrounding my university, making my exact location hard to pinpoint for any length of time until I finally settled in this small town. Although this man had seemed very eager, I did not think much of it. Since I had just turned 21, I began to frequent bars as a new pastime on the weekends. I soon realized that I would run into this man every single weekend, but then again, I saw all the other quote regulars every weekend as well and did not find it odd until I received my first letter. I am now 24 years old and have moved the other side of the country. However, the messages have not stopped. I would like to share all the letters and messages starting here with the first letter dated October 5th, 2012, which he titled, "Hi, Cats for Peace." Hi, Clara. This is Gordon. We met at Bellflowers Tavern. I'm very shy like a deer in headlights when I see you. I hope this is not forward, but the written word is the best way for me to communicate, and I usually go up to see music and not sure when I'll see you next. I look up Clara, Pudgeon Island, and knew to look for the diner for a description, so here I go. And I guess he just like starts writing letters and shit like that. So this is just a letter that he wrote. Dear Clara Bay Olson, I'm so taken by you that I can't eat, sleep. I'm just crazy in the head for you. I know I may be older, but what is age but a number? I lost my 30s taking care of my grandmother 24/7, 365 days for the last 10 years. The last time I met someone that made me feel like you do was 14 years ago, and it lasted 2 years. I know what it feels like to be cheated on. I think you are the mostest, sweetest girl I've ever met in forever and would absolutely love to know you better. And for some unexplained reason, I remember everything about you. Your eyes, hair, what you wore, what you said since I met you for the first time, and you asked me 20 questions. The way you looked at me, I got this burning feeling inside. And then when you said you wanted to go play your violin for another 3 hours, and the fact that you love jazz so much, well, those turned onwards. Music is life, love, and everything. I like to speak through music. So if I put in a song for you, it would be Why Can I Be You by The Cure. Then Going Out My Head and Night and Day, Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. Or do you think I'm sexy Rod Stewart? Feels like home, Nora Jones. There's too much to say in a short letter. I could go on forever. The first night we met, the 22nd of September, you gave me a hug and said I felt good to hug and the world stopped. You said on Saturday the 29th that I looked really good and I nearly melted and was speechless. So much to say. So if I'm on the wrong track, please let me know and I will back off and we can be friends. Also, you can ask the University of Co-op board of directors for Richard Morris. He has known me since I was born and was my mom's first husband and was a professor in the anthropology at UW. Gives the information. Love and music sincerely, George Gordon Clark. P.S. Clara, I don't know you very well to know and I don't judge, but you are very classy and have poise. And if you are a reserved kind of girl, well, that is not a problem. Make a reservation or make me a reservation. I'm very loyal, sweet, and gentle, loving and kind. And unlike your last boyfriend, the belligerent idiot, I don't stray or cheat.
So how old was he when he met her at 3 years old?
I don't know.
We need this actual math.
I feel like, because he says, I know I may be older, but what is age but a number? I lost my 30s to care for my grandmother 24/7, 365 for the last 10 years. And the last time I met somebody, whatever, I think he's beyond the fucking 30s.
So he started writing her when she was 18, right?
I think so, based off what this says.
So she was 3. That's almost 20 years earlier. So he's like 50, 40 something?
I think so. And where the fuck are you meeting bitches at 3? And hugging bitches. This is why you shouldn't let your children talk to strangers. This is why you shouldn't be posting your kids on fucking line.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand. Fuck? There's too many people, especially to everyone that has public profiles. Anyone can see that. And even if it's just a regular picture, it can be taken so far out of context with the wrong person.
Facts. That was part 1. Edit, here's part 2. This is to provide clarification beforehand, where he said he met me when I was 15. In later messages, he clarifies that he was, where we meet, quote again, sort of like newfound opportunity at being together after he first became obsessed with me when I was 3. From what I can gather, he must have been tracking my mother's movements when I was a child in order to have encounters with me until he lost track of me for a while when I moved out of my parents' house and changed my name on Facebook. I believe that when he refers to, quote, meeting me again, end quote, he's talking about the next time he was able to locate me after I changed living situations. Neither my mom nor I know how this happened.
Okay, so it's not a family friend.
It's not.
It's just
a
someone
random stranger that she, as a child, goes up to and hugs.
And normally kids have a good sense, so that's kind of weird.
But I feel like he must have been one of them weirdos where it was just like, you know, when
undercover.
You know when you meet those older adults who are a little bit more on the toddler stage where you think they might have something touched with their mind, and you keep your kids close, but you're trying to still be nice to the older folk because you think they have something wrong with them. I think that's the case for this guy because he gives the enthusiasm as a younger adult, but his age reflects otherwise. You know what I mean? Because he just said he might be in his early 30s or his late 30s when he first met this cat, who was 3.
Very interesting.
Very disgusting. Ugh. Watch out who your kids talk to.
And here's how you knew it was wrong, because you waited till she was 18 to reach out to her.
Also, he kind of kept on reincorporating himself in her life, like reintroducing. She says at 15. So he waited 12 years.
Oh, you were good to hug. I really want to know where they originally met at 3. Like, was it a random coffee shop? Were you a family friend from the start?
She didn't say where she met this guy, but I don't know why. I think it's because of the season. I feel like she probably met him at like trick-or-treating or some shit.
Okay.
He sounds like a stranger.
Definitely.
He sounds like a random who wasn't within her close-knit group, her circle, and made friends with her outer circle, aka her aunts and her uncles.
I agree with you where it's like he was nice enough to seem normal.
Yes.
And to hide the fact that like
he's a weirdo.
Yes. 3 years old? How do you I'm sorry, but every kid at 3 either loves you or hates you. There's no in between. From the other's perspective, if you know there's something different, you're not going to leave your kid around him like that, or you're not going to let him talk to you. So I feel like he either masked it very well to where they thought like, oh, like, yeah, that's fine. You can hug her, no problem. Because realistically, who lets their 3-year-old hug a stranger?
But nowadays, people would say, like, okay, you're weird. I don't want you around my kid. But back a day, out of being nice, like, oh, don't be mean to them, hug them. Because I don't know about you, but like in my family, when I walk into a room, even if I don't know you, I have to say hi to you. That's just the culture of my family, Hispanic culture, or even like Black culture. You walk into a room, you say hi to everybody. In my family, you say hi and you give a kiss on the cheek. Hola, ¿cómo tú estás? Like, that's how you do it. And I've heard from other family members who were raised similar to me, like, even if you don't know them, you say hi to everybody you know. Maybe that's the same case for this chick, where her mom didn't want her to be quote unquote rude and say hi to everybody because they're your elder. Like, don't be rude. Even though you're feeling uncomfortable, you still got to say hi.
That's a good point. Definitely a good point.
Now, I think people are getting a little bit much wiser in terms of respecting their children's decisions. If the child doesn't want to say hi, a lot of parents aren't pushing it because, unfortunately, they have a lot of the negative experiences of being forced to say hi to people they didn't know. And unfortunately, they found out the hard way that they did have nasty intentions with their innocent child.
That's a good point, because if he didn't start writing her till she was 18 and he didn't realize, he was attracted to her.
And the mom, remember, he wrote the mom. He wrote the mom first.
Before she was 18, right?
Yeah, like she was saying all through the chats, she's saying like, he sent this to my mom. My mom forwarded it to me.
So, and this was supposed to 8 years ago.
Yeah,
so it's been a minute.
Ago.
And I feel like perspective has really changed because like I feel like way back then it was like older people saying hi to your baby. It was like, oh yeah, it's so cute. And nowadays, like you said, it's not the same. Like people look at you like, why do you want to say hi to my baby?
Exactly.
What are your intentions? Back then, like you said, it was like, honey, be nice to him.
Don't be rude. Don't make me look bad. Just say hi. I've been looking forward to this day because I'm just like, okay, Sam's coming through. I gotta like list through this stuff. And then like it was her birthday, so we gave her a surprise. And I was like, I have to like make sure. Thank God it was a surprise. I thought she was gonna catch me because Natalie like asked me to go into my room. She was like, I need help. And I'm like, what? I forgot what she was saying. She was like, come inside, I need help. And I was like, okay. I thought she knew. I was like, oh my God, this is so obvious that I'm going inside to help. But she was so shocked. Thank God.
That Natalie asked for something that we had actually just bought from the store like 10 minutes prior. And it's sitting in front of me. So I grabbed the pack and try to take it. She's like, oh no, it's something in here in Nathalia's bedroom. And I'm like, okay. So I put it back down. Natalia goes in there. And I come out and play with the dog a little bit. They come out singing, scare me a little bit because I didn't know what they were doing. They just open the door, happy birthday. And I was like, oh. I was a little scared and then I realized I was excited.
Yes.
So thank you.
It was a good shock. And I purposely, I don't know why, but as I surprised my friends with gifts, I picked the most childish things ever. Like I gave her a birthday bag and it has an alligator on it. And it just says happy birthday.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that bag. It's a little alligator dinosaur or something.
Right?
But it's so cute.
So it's just like I'm trying to throw childhood in with adulthood.
We met in high school, so for us, we're still that age.
It's for facts.
Even though we'll be 30 next year, we're still in high school in our mind.
I seriously, I personally don't think I've changed since high school, that I find it real hard to believe that I'm going to turn 30. But here we are sitting with mortgages, sitting with not careers, but jobs. We're full on adults, but because I guess we look the same, we're in high school. Like one person has a child. We're all with mortgages. And it's just like, it's hard for me. It's scary. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm 29.
Oh, there was a video I saw the other day. There was like, I keep thinking I'm in my 20s until I meet someone that's in their 20s, like early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what, like, I saw that and I was like, that's definitely me. I feel like I'm 21 until I meet someone that's 21 and be like, damn,
Could never be me.
I'm 28.
But this,
where has the time gone?
But this 21 is different from our 21.
Definitely. These
21-year-olds are on some different shit. But that brings us to the end of the pod. How'd you experience the first pod?
So I'm not gonna lie. If you know me, you know I am super shy.
Yeah.
I definitely had to talk myself into getting on here. And had to, teach myself that you can't just sit there smiling at her. So I hope I've contributed enough to where it's entertainment. But thank you for having me on. It's definitely been fun.
Yes. Am I gonna get you later on again?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna work to try to get a third mic to get Natalie's bitch ass in here, because as you haven't heard, she's already in this bitch.
Y'all are in trouble once the three of us are together.
We talk too much shit and it makes no sense. You literally had to be there.
We just relive the past every time we're together. It's
For
awesome.
facts. And it's quite hard to do that because this one and this one have bad memories.
Thankfully,
they don't work.
Her memory is amazing to where she remembers both of everything that Natalie and I have told her.
So
she's our Rolodex.
But
I'm
you. Glad you feel good. I'm
Appreciate
so happy to have you.
Thank you for my drink and my spooky cup.
Pleasure. Thanks, Natalie.
My worms.
Thank Natalie. I didn't buy these. She did.
Shout out Natalie for being in the background.
Cups. I'm a bartender.
She did make my drink. I appreciate it. She's a little heavy on the alcohol, which I appreciate.
I try to get us smiling and laughing. But that's the end of the pod. Please don't forget, for the visual viewers, make sure you like, subscribe anywhere on YouTube. And just make sure you are up to date on whenever I post. Comment in the comment section if you can relate to what the fuck we talk about. Whatever makes it. And for the audio listeners, please do not forget to like and subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you.
Y'all better like two drinks and a ding. Best podcast so far.
Fuck yeah, bitch. Other than that, dos vidania. Be safe. Bye.